You're watching the Cowboys Report. I am Tom Downey. It's a mailbag. We answer all of your questions live here on the Dallas Cowboys Report, whether they come in via Super Chat, Super Thanks, or whatever. From Jimmy Johnson's burner account, why did we go for it on 4th and 4 in OT? You were facing a 53-yard field goal in cold and kind of wet conditions in Green Bay. That's a very challenging kick to make. If you miss it, then you're definitely going to lose the football game. You're going for the win. I'm fine with that. I have no problem going for it on 4th down. But you should have known if you were going to go for it. And if you were going to go for it, why did you not run the football on 3rd and 4? That's what run the football, then run your skinny slant play because your 4th down call was bad too. I'm fine going for it. I don't like the ideas and the play calls on 3rd or 4th down. But going for it in general, I had no issues with. George Cross, 99. Can Malik Davis be an Ezekiel Elliott replacement? Honestly, maybe. I think you would give him a potential chance, at least. I've been pretty impressed. It's a very small sample size for Malik Davis, so I really wouldn't go too far in that direction saying, yes, for sure he's that. Obviously, 0 touchdowns, by the way. 13 carries, 61 yards, 4.7 average. It's pretty solid. It's a higher average than Zeke has, but it's also a small sample size. I think his best run against Green Bay got called back for what was a holding call on Connor McGovern, unfortunately. Davis has shown some promise. I like what I've seen so far out of Malik Davis, but I also don't know if he's for sure you're the Zeke replacement. And if you lose Pollard too, maybe you want another option on there, and I think you definitely do. I think the Cowboys might move on from Zeke. It's a very real possible outcome with his contract situation. At minimum, I think Zeke will be back on a different deal next year for the Cowboys, if not off the team altogether. What do you think? Will Zeke be on the Cowboys in 2023? Y for yes, N for no. You know what's coming, right? It's the YouTube ad here. So if you get that ad, it can play, whatever. Go down to the pinned comment and type in Y for yes, he'll be here, N for no at the pinned comments in the comment section. Ryan Kennedy, should the Cowboys trade for Pat Surtain next year with a 1st and 2nd round pick? I mean, the Broncos say no, but you can try. Pat Surtain was the 9th overall pick, so you're moving from 24, 25, plus a 50s pick to get the number 9 overall pick, who has been awesome for Denver. Pat Surtain is one of the best young corners in the NFL. That is a premier young defensive piece. They're not gonna trade him for a 1st and 2nd. That's just not nearly enough from that standpoint. David Prince, did they stop blitzing Parsons because of a possible injury? No, they just wanted to run the football, or they wanted to have Micah at off-ball linebacker in an effort to stop the run better. It didn't work, and that's a concern for me. I think you just put him at edge. He's better there. That's just the reality. It's not. He's been nicked up, yes, but that is not why they did not blitz Parsons in that game. They wanted him at off-ball linebacker because the Packers ran it a lot. That's why. Today's Cowboys Report is presented by LinkedIn Talent Solutions. And these days, every new potential hire can feel like a high-stakes wager for your small business. You'll be 100% certain that you have access to the best qualified candidates available. That's why you have to check out LinkedIn Jobs. LinkedIn Jobs helps find the right people for your team faster and for free. It's easy to find people using LinkedIn Jobs. You've made some great hires here recently at Chat Sports via LinkedIn Talent Solutions. That's been awesome for us. And it's also very easy to create a free job posting. It takes a mere matter of moments, and it'll help you find the best available candidates. Add your job in the purple hiring frame to your LinkedIn profile to help spread the word that you're hiring. Simple tools like screening questions make it easy to focus on candidates with just the right skills and experience so you can quickly prioritize who you want to interview and hire. Your Cowboys trying to finish the year right now, and if you're trying to finish the year strong and on the right side of things, you got to get the right team member to help you do that. LinkedIn Talent Solutions helps you accomplish that. That's why small businesses rate LinkedIn Jobs #1 in delivering quality hires versus leading competitors. LinkedIn Jobs helps you fire the qualified candidates you want to talk to faster. Post your job for free at linkedin.com/NFL Daily. That's linkedin.com/NFL Daily to post your job for free. Terms and conditions do apply. From my guy Mark, $5. I see two idiot owners, that's Stephen Jones and Jerry Jones, think they know football. An overrated QB, JJ thinks is elite, and poor coaching. How do we fix this? JJ leaving would help. Well, Jerry Jones leaves, you get Stephen Jones. That's not any better. I agree with the poor coaching. Look, for the Romo and Dak Cowboys are still the same team. Same issues you run into. Your quarterback has not his best game, and the supporting cast fails to help him out. Quarterback plays great, and he wins some games. Every now and then the defense is good for a year or two. The O-line has its ups and downs, sometimes great, sometimes terrible. And at the top of it all, still the Joneses in charge. And your coaching has also not been great. Can't dump ownership. Can't dump QB right now. I can dump my head coach, though. Maddox Bats, we need OBJ. We got to stop the damn run. F Chugs. You can always type in F Chugs in the comment section. I would like to get Odell Beckham. If you want Odell Beckham, you got to win at least one of your next two games, if not both of them, because he wants to play for a contender, and Steven's got to show him at least a little bit of the money. Gerald Campbell. McCarthy keeps getting blamed for Kellen Moore's failure to game plan. So I agree. I don't like what Kellen Moore did game plan-wise against the Packers. I'm on board there. It is also Mike McCarthy, the head coach, and he is an offensive mind. And if Mike doesn't want to be like, hey, Kellen, let's do this, then he's not doing his job. In the end of it, the buck does stop with McCarthy. I have been very underwhelmed by Kellen Moore. He's got a great game and then a bad game. There's no consistency from Kellen Moore. I am happy, because you're right to acknowledge that. But Mike is not blameless there either. Legendary Leo, fire McCarthy, get Sean Payton. What did I tell you, tell you, Jeremy? Every Cowboys loss, this will be the question, the comment. Every single loss. They got to do it right. And if they fire McCarthy, I'm asking for this. Give me a real coaching search. If you pick Sean, that's fine. Pick Dan Quinn, that's fine. Do not interview the bare minimum of 3 candidates and make a hire. Don't do it. Give me a real search. Now, in the event the Cowboys fire Mike McCarthy, we got you guys covered. Sub for Cowboys dubs. When you sub, the Cowboys, it's backed by science, are more likely to win football games. We have the data to prove from top scientists, top men, if you will. Hit that sub button right now. Chris B, corner's a huge need this offseason. Got to upgrade CB2. I agree. Got to spend a free agent or premium pick. I'm on board. You can't trust Kilness. Now, maybe Joseph plays this week and plays great. We feel better about it. But Anthony Brown's a free agent. Probably not going to be back. I would agree. I would like to get some more help at cornerback, too. From Andy Bernard, what's wrong with Michael Gallup? Doesn't look very good, does he, folks? Gallup has not been good. Not what you're paying him, certainly. He's looked almost more like a receiver 3 than a receiver 2 this year. Here's his game log per game. Best game was against the Bears. 4 catches, 49 yards. He's got more drops than touchdowns this year. 1 drop with Rush, 1 drop with Dak. It's not good. It's not very good. He made 1 nice catch against Green Bay. Seems like maybe Kellen's having issues getting him involved on offense, but you throw the ball a lot, and your number 2 guy you just paid had 4 catches for 35 yards. That's just not going to get it done. They don't trust the O-line to go deep downfield on those vertical shots, but it's just, I don't think he's quite, like, he's back, but he's not back from that injury. What is your concern level for Michael Gallup? Scale it for me from 1 to 10. Sound off in the comment section. 1 on the low end, 10 on the high end right now. Jorge MV. Why it seems like Mike is 100% healthy? I think because he didn't play any edge rusher last week. That's why it's like, well, he didn't make any impact. He's playing off-ball linebacker, had 7 tackles. That's why I didn't think he was 100% healthy. He is a bit nicked up. Some minor bumps and bruises. Nothing to be like full-fledged injury, like can't play. He's probably more like maybe 90, 95% right now, somewhere I get from that standpoint. But I get the concerns because he didn't pass rush barely at all last week, which I disagree with. That's bad on Dan Quinn. That's why. Mr. Sprinkles, I'm saying the Dak hate is obviously better than Rush, and our own fans should realize that. It's how it goes. Again, I said it was the same as the Romo Cowboys. The exact same thing. I remember the anti-Romo crowd. They were wrong too. The Romo sucks. Romo's terrible. He was very good for you. He was not a top 5 quarterback, and was certainly not an MVP quarterback, despite some very good seasons mixed in there, but he wasn't your real problem. Same way Dak isn't your real problem. From Vince, was there anything positive about the game against Packers? Lost all my hope. Pollard played really well. Overall, special teams good. Luke Gifford played awesome. I mean, that fumble recovery, you might have gotten blown out. He did not recover that one because that could have changed the game significantly. Gifford was great. Tank Lawrence played very well again, but he's your only reliable run defender, and that's a bit of a red flag. All right, Cowboys-Vikings this week. Predict the score for me in the comments section. I assume some of you, probably put who you got winning just to make it clear there, but predict the score for me of Cowboys-Vikings. From Sean, cut Zeke and don't sign Tony Pollard and trade up for Bijan or sign Tony and draft Gibbs. This is my problem. In general, the mistake with Zeke was that you heavily invested in a running back. And those typically, outside of really Derrick Henry, maybe Joe Mixon, have not worked out. So now the solution is sign Tony Pollard or trade up for a running back in round 1 or draft a back in round 1, round 2. Kind of feel like we're making the same mistake, but different. I think you've got 2 great draft picks on there, Bijan Robinson, Jahmyr Gibbs. If you're drafting late 20s and Robinson's there, screw it, take him. He's an awesome football player. If Gibbs is there in round 2, take him. He's an awesome player. Although I think Gibbs and Pollard are a bit similar in terms of play style. I think Pollard and Bijan's like a best running back duo in the NFL. That's a lot of investment at running back when you still need offensive line help there. GH24, I'm blaming both Kellen and defense equally. I was on my screen to run the damn ball. How do you blow a 14-point lead in the fourth quarter? They've never done it before. 195-0 in franchise history, and they blew it. Like, that killed you. You should have run the football a little bit more, but your defense is not supposed to allow 17 unanswered. For all those early interceptions, get a 28-14 lead in the fourth quarter. Get the stop on 4th and 7, and don't allow a touchdown, and you win that game. If Green Bay fails there, it's lights out. It's game over. And the defense could not get the stop that they've gotten pretty much all year long until that point. From Sam Jordan, refs screwed us in the fourth quarter in OT. They did not help you. The one that was really egregious was the CeeDee Lamb non-PI call. Alexander got there early. That is PI every time it should be. Wasn't called. But the McGovern holding, that's holding, guys. He's got him outside the framework. He's got he's holding behind the jersey. That's a flag. The face mask, that's a flag. Jalen Tolbert was offsides. Now, Tolbert said he was told he could scoot up, and then I went back and looked, and Tolbert looks over and scoots back halfway, so I'm not sure rookie receiver's being honest there. But that hurt you? Some self-inflicted wounds there, though, too. From Shane, a lot of living around had a lot to do with McCarthy going back to Green Bay the first time since 2018. Maybe. I wonder if maybe in the end it's the Aaron Rodgers boogeyman mental block stuff that happened again for the Cowboys.